Are you aiming to stand out in your industry and suppress all the competition? Then bring out your pen and paper because this is going to be extremely useful for you. Hey, this is Uneza Khalid from unezakhalid.com, and this video is going to be all about powerful tips um, to brand your website in a way that you stand out in the crowd of all the businesses and all the websites that are providing exactly the same um, services as you. And before you get confused in what is this going to be about, so it is going to be about the message part or the communication part of the branding, as well as the design part, because they both go in hand in hand when it comes to branding. They both goes hand in hand when it comes to visitor retention, because without a very clear and powerful communication, only design cannot help you. And similarly, without a good design, and I'm not saying pretty design, okay, I'm saying a good design that is right for your target market. So without that, only very powerful a message cannot convert, okay, that well, because at a point you need to have really powerful visuals to go. Actually, not at a point, you always need very powerful visuals to go with your message. So before like you judge me like who the hell am I, I've been in the website designing business for about like 2.5 years now, and I've worked as a freelancer, as a business owner, for like I can't even remember how many clients I've served. And I just happen to be a computer nerd, so I just keep on experimenting on things that do work and don't work, like good, like better than the other, whatever. And I also keep on reading more stuff of about like the great designers and who have like biggest of industries experience and all that. I love to take courses on these like interest of mine. So really the tips that I'm going to be sharing is really thought over, experimented, and it's not that a newbie is coming to you and just throwing some really whatever is coming to her mind, and I'm not throwing anything. I am going to be sharing with you tried and tested stuff. So without further ado, without any more blah blah blah, I am going to get started. Okay, so yeah, this is the oh yeah, last thing sorry, but last thing I want to share is this is going to be a two-part video, because if I share like 20 tips in one video, it would be hell of it would be like a lecture in my university that half of the students would sleep. So I don't want to do that really. So it's going to be a two-part video. In this one, for first part I'm going to share 10 tips, and in the second the rest will follow. So yeah, number one is something that not a lot of people give thought about when they are branding their business, branding their website, sorry, not business. So the number one is your communication and visuals. They must go hand in hand, so they should be complementing each other, as in if you are like, okay, if you are saying that you are going to make life of your prospect easier, and so the visuals should say that as well. I mean, there should be some, if you are using a stock photo, let's say, there should be some a girl that is, you know, relaxing and stuff like that. Another example that I would like to suggest here is, let's say there are some people who hate you know, all the healthy lifestyle stuff, and they want to lose weight but they hate it, like you know, all the green vegetables, and they hate the, you know, vegetables and fruits, and you know, the beans and all that stuff. Okay, so they are not really looking for it, but they, again, they still want to lose weight. So if your communication is like, okay, I want to make it easier for you and stuff like that, but your visuals say that you know, your visuals are showing all those vegetables and beans and all that, so they won't support each other. If I am someone, actually I love clean eating, I'm not a healthy person, but I love clean eating. So if I were to go to a website that is, okay, if I were not clean eating lover, and I have to like, I go to a website which has all kind of beautiful, yummy, it won't be yummy for me then, but all the fruits and vegetables and all that stuff, and so I would not be staying on that website for long, no matter how useful its content is, no matter how strong its message is. Okay, so relate this example to your brand and figure out why, like, whatever your message is, how do the visuals support it. Okay, so if your message is really warm, go with warm colors. If your message is really cold, it's cold is not bad actually, but if it's cold, go with that. If your message is very powerful, go with intense color. If it's very sweet and very like filled with hope and all that, go with less intense colors. Pick out the colors and the visuals and all that stuff according to your communication, and not vice versa. Okay, and not according to your own liking or disliking. Okay, so this was number one. Number two is get really clear on who you are targeting. Okay, so who your target market is, who you are actually speaking to. So this will actually make it very easy to you know, just talk about what their interests are. So for example, like the examples I always share are according to what my like ideal audience will be searching for. So my ideal audience is not someone who is like a dreamer, like dreamer in the sense that who only dreams, who has this perfect idea of this perfect life, and who, like, for whom everything is perfect and there are no obstacles or something. So my ideal client doesn't have that. She or he is not okay. So if I see it that way, I'm not targeting the you know, the girls. I don't have anything against girls, of course, but I'm not targeting those girls who you know, who are like very passionate about makeup and, you know, fitness and all that stuff. I don't have anything against makeup or fitness again, but my target market is not that. So I will never ever be sharing some examples that will be related to makeup or related to like fitness, that kind of fitness, you know, like six-pack abs and all that. So so that's the power of having sorry, to be clear on your target market. So once you are clear on that, when you are writing your website content or asking a copywriter to write the content for you, it will be like hell of easier for you, and you'll see that you'll notice that the website retains your audience. The website actually converts better. Number 3 is before you start designing or before you start writing your content your website content, research a bit about your competitors. Okay, so let's see like what your competitors are up to. Research that, okay, what their interests are, what their likings are, what their dislikings are. So sorry, not likings and disliking, I don't know, oh my god, I messed this up, but okay, skip it. Okay, so research on your competitors, what they are providing, how their websites look. So this will actually give you two advantages. This research will, number 1, you might get ideas about your website, okay, which you can implement. Number 2, you will notice that there is some trend in your industry, okay, that the entire industry is using. Of course not entire industry, at least 90-95% of them. So once you know that, you need to go ahead and don't do it. Okay, because we want to stand out, right? This is my promise for this this video and all the videos that I do. So you want to stand out, so don't use the same stuff. Don't put on those same stuff that all your competitors are putting. Okay, so you might get ideas, but don't do exactly what they are doing. Okay, like for example, if they are using the same colors, don't use that color at all. Number 4 is so your branding voice should be coherent all over the place. So on your blog, on your about page, on your home page, on your social media, on everywhere on the internet, your voice, your branding voice must be same. If it's a cheerful, friendly voice, go ahead and do it, implement it all over the place. If it's a really not cheerful, but you know, leader like, you know, you want to inspire them, if it's inspiring, it should be same all over the place. Your homepage, your website, your blog, your social media, all over it, because at the end it's your branding. It should be like taken care of if you really want to stand out in the market. And trust me, I can guarantee you that like not a lot of people are, you know, not a lot of people are paying attention to these things. So if you pay attention to these small tips, they are really easy to implement. If you just keep on giving attention to these things, you will see tremendous results and you will stand out, like I can guarantee you that. Okay, so one more tip for this number 4 is that even if your team members or you are writing some content for your website or your blog, and even if you are hiring somebody, make sure to ask them that this is my branding voice and you need to keep an eye on it while writing content for my blog or for my website or whatever. Number 5, your message should be really concise, really clear. So I have this example, but I don't want to take the name, but it is a really big company and it was a service of that company. So I went to their website and I was searching for like exactly what will I get if I sign up for their whatever their service was. So I was looking for that, and all I could see was the benefits, all the benefits of using that service. And on like nowhere on their homepage it was clear that exactly what will I get. Okay, so it was all about the ease of usage. It was all about the ease, the benefits, like it's simple, it's time less, like my time won't be wasted, all those beautiful stuff, but I wasn't like, it wasn't clear that what are the features that I'm getting, right? So the benefits can wait, and of course we need to like give them the benefits, but please be clear, like first and foremost, like why the hell does this website exist? Why is it on this planet internet? Right? So if you want my attention, if you want me to spend my time, my precious time on your website, give me a damn reason. That's what I mean by clear and concise message. So a lot of people don't get it, and that is the reason that they say that it takes about 3 seconds for a person to just leave. That's industry's average. So don't let your visitors leave. Don't let them leave in 3 to 5 seconds. Give them the reason by being concise. Okay, so don't I read it somewhere, then don't write best-selling book author on your homepage, like on the header, unless that website is only about your book. Okay, so even if I have a best-selling book, I won't write it on my website, because it would be like, okay, you are a best-selling author, but excuse me, I want to know why this website. Okay, if I want to know about your best-selling book, I will go ahead and buy that book, but to give me that give me the reason to stay on that website, I need to know why this website. Okay, so you can of course brag about your best-selling book on your about page and down the road, but not on your header of your website. Okay, so that was my number 5. Number 6, and it is so interesting, trust me. Okay, so this one is really something I learned a while ago, and seriously I don't remember who this was, where I read it, but this was really a good one. So once you know that there is something that you are doing uniquely, like they say it a unique selling point in sales. So it is something that is some feature of your product or a service that none of your competitors do. Make a short video of it and put it on your homepage. Okay, very short, very concise video again, and put it on your homepage. So what it will do is give them a reason to not sign up for another website but sign up for yours. For example, the other day I was searching for options to host my videos for courses, the paid courses. So I was looking for options. So if one website would have given me some reasons as to like they are unique than the other, give me a reason that okay, don't sign up for them. Of course, don't say that don't sign up for them, just give me them the reason that this is unique, this is something nobody is providing, so you should sign up for us. So yeah, make that short video and put it on your homepage. And one thing that you should really focus on is that it should not be an autopilot. You know why? Sorry, not autopilot, I wanted to say autoplay. Sorry, I'm just so stupid. So don't have it on autoplay. Why? Because it increases the load time of your website, and once that load time increases, first of all, it is bad for SEO. Second for all, it is not a good user experience. So what some people do is, it's a good trick to, once they scroll down and come to that part, then it can play for itself. Again, I wouldn't do it, I wouldn't recommend it. Second thing is that when you should be, giving them the, okay, play me or something like that, to um, give them the reason to just play that and see for themselves that why is your website really sorry, not your website, your services are really important for them. Okay. Okay, so these are number 6. These are 6 tips. Please let me know in the comments that are they useful, or am I just boring you? Okay, please leave a comment. I am so sure these are useful, because I know that not a lot of people are talking about it. I know that designers don't want to share that. They want you to hire them and then do their work. But I get it that it's not always a good idea to hire a designer. For some, okay, it's actually a good idea to hire a professional, good, right designer. But for at some points it's like, oh my god, this designer didn't give me what I wanted, and blah blah blah. So okay, just let me know in the comments if this is useful, and share it with your friends. So number 7 is a very clean top banner. So what do I mean by that is for some websites the top banner is like really cluttery. It has given them a lot of options, like the menu, they have like 10 items on their menu. They have like when the drop down is like not hundreds but really, like, there are so many options in the drop down, there's so many options in the menu, there's so much text on the banner, there are so much images, there's this opt-in as well. So it is so much that people don't actually get it. They get overwhelmed, they get it's not peaceful actually, and you need to give them some peace. Okay, so like I said in another point, that it should really be a concise and clear message on the banner. Of course you can put the opt-in, but really a short, concise thing, nothing too fancy, nothing too overwhelming. Number 2 for this clean top banner is the menu. Only put the 4 or 5 items in your menu that are really important for the first time visitor. Okay, so it should be like guiding them. If you meet a guide who is giving you so many options, you will be like, what I'm leaving this guide. So think about it that way. Your header, your or your banner, your menus should be really the guide for them. So in order to be a good guide, have 4 or 5 in your menu item, 4 or 5 item in your menu, and in the sub menu again don't go above 3 items per sub menu. So again, here I would like to give the example of Amazon. When you go on Amazon, there are just so many items in the menu, and when then the drop down menu also has like tons and tons and tons of options. But this video is not for those big companies, this is for small businesses. Okay, so I am going to stay on Amazon no matter what, but I'm like I will make way to search for what I am looking. But when we are small businesses, I really hope that we all get to that point of being Amazon. But when we are starting, it's like it should be really concise and really to the point, as I said again and again. So again, the menu should be really clean and guiding them throughout, like, okay, this is my about page, this is contact me, these are my services or our services or whatever. And of course it's a good idea to put a freebie in your header. It's always a good idea actually. So even Google, look at Google, it has all the websites of Google, they have really clean, amazingly clean header and the menus, and again Apple too. So number 8, your images, like stock photos we all use, they should be used very cleverly. So what do I mean by cleverly? It's like, as I said, first do the analysis of your competition. So whatever kind of stock photos they are using, don't use them. Second thing, there are websites, like the free website, the free stock photos websites, like every single person on this planet is using those stock photos. So don't go there, don't use those ones which have already been downloaded like 100 times. Of course, when you go to a stock photo in those stock photo markets, you can see how many downloads have been made. So look at the downloads, number of downloads. Don't use the ones that have been downloaded 100 times or 1,000 times. Use the ones that have been downloaded like less. And there is another trick. Some stock photos websites, they would give you the option to that would cost you something, but they would give you the option that you can pay this X amount of money, and then nobody else would be able to buy this image. So that's a very clever trick. You can do that. So of course some people have already bought it, but not more people will buy that stock photo that you are using. And another thing that I see is there is this trend of the same kind of everybody is providing the same kind of stock photos, especially in the flat lays. A lot of people are providing the same sort, okay, the same colors, the same backgrounds, the same items, so just be clever. Don't use the things that you are sure that 90% of the internet people are doing. So just make yourself stand out. These are the things that will make you stand out. Not I mean, really, you don't need to do something crazy to stand out. These small tips, these small tricks, these small hacks goes a long way. Like, I have literally implemented each and everything that I'm talking about, and they work. They all work. And it's not just me. Seriously, it's not just me. I have done I've like provided hundreds, spent hundreds of hours just stalking some websites and analyzing each and everything, because I'm complete nerd. I would just dig deep into one thing and just find out the answer. So I've done lots of research on it. I have provided these services to my clients and read books on it and done all these things, and these things really do work. Implement them, stand out. Don't do what all the other people on the internet are doing. Okay, so we are left with two tips, and then you can watch the other video that I'm going to be sharing, that like 10 more tips. Okay, number 9 is white space. So what do I mean by white space? White space is like really clear spacing between two paragraphs, or inside an image, or between two lines, or between two sections even. So in the website, we always have some sections, right? So between those two sections, there should be some white space, only to make it clear and not to overwhelm the visitors, not to overwhelm whoever your audience is. So really look at it this way. Actually, it's a very huge thing about millennialism. So I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it correctly, but the same concept goes with design as well. if your website is really very clean, it would be like giving them a peace of mind to really let them decide that this is the thing that they want. Okay, if it's too cluttery, if it's too overwhelming, people really do leave. And I'm not saying it, you just go and Google it. Most of the people leave a website in 3 to 5 minutes. It's for these reasons that the websites are really overwhelming. They have so much content, they have so much graphics on it, that the visitors don't get they don't get clear that why do I have to stay here, I want to leave, I just want to go from here, right? So how can you have like white space? One clear example is apple.com. It's you can go there and check it out. It's like they have like such concise 2 to 3 lines on their about their products on the homepage, and you need to click on that to go to that page and read more about it. So the images used are really like clean. There is so much white space on it, and by white space it doesn't mean it has to be white, but white, usually it is white, but you can use like gray and all the low tone, like not low tone actually, really lighter shades, so it's not too heavy on the eyes. Getting my point? So that's what we are looking for when I say white space. So where can you apply that? On the images. They shouldn't be so much, like the graphics shouldn't be so much busy. You can use it on like after one line there should be like line spacing before starting the next line. Then same goes for paragraphs. If you have 2-3 paragraph on, let's say on your about page, give them some space between each paragraphs so that it is easy to read, it is easy on the eye. It's seriously, it's not a physical book. Okay, the physical book has give you one option, but when you are on the internet, when you are on a website, it's like I have so many options. I can go to another website which is providing the same services, and I can just read that if you don't give me a reason to stay on your website. So really these things are important, very important. Another thing is bullet points, very important. Like you really should be to give them that white space, making things concise. You can give bullet points to make things shorter and concise. And again, if there are 2 sections, like one is about your benefits and the other is about the features of your product or your services, between those 2 sections there should be some space. Okay, and that's that. And if you really have some questions, if I'm not clear on this, because this is really a design concept, so my aim is to provide this information to non-designers. So if it's not clear, do let me know in the comments and I will make sure to answer your questions. So we are on number 10. Wow, finally. So number 10 is like utilize the power of a blog. So you want people to stay on your website, you want to stand out in your market. So the very powerful way is to have a blog. It will actually give you reasons it give you a way to speak your heart out. Okay, to make your points, to really connect on a deeper level. So I cannot go in great details on my services page maybe, or any other page, on my home page. Okay, so I can go in great detail on my blog post. So a lot of people in the industry are not using blogs to really connect. So if you were to land on a website and you really like their services, you really like their testimonials, you like all the features and all that stuff, but it's not really, like, you are not sure, you cannot connect with them well, so a blog will do it. Okay, so a blog will provide the opportunity to connect, it will provide to go in depth. So another of course really powerful advantage of blog is that you can not be, of course you can't be promoting your website all the time, you cannot be promoting your product all the time, but you can be promoting your blog post all over the place. Like there's Pinterest for that, there are so many platforms like Pinterest and all the social media where people are really consuming content, and they will come to your blog and they will make that deeper connection. So once that deeper connection is made, because people do business with people, so not with robots, so not with a website, so they will definitely be interested in hearing from you in the future. And if they are interested, again, it's easier for you to make that sale. Of course, business, you want to help them through your product or through your service, so they will be interested in what you have to say by then. So again, if you fail to make that connection, how would you ever help them out, right? So these are my 10 tips for small businesses to brand their website in a way that will be useful for their audience as well as for their business. And it will really, these tips implemented the right way will really help them stand out in their market, because trust me, not a lot of people are doing these things. And if you have like a question, please feel free to leave it in the comments. If you want to grab like a handy dandy worksheet on this, I will be okay, I actually have it on here. Yeah, there's the link for it, bit.ly/20 web branding. So you can go on this website and just grab that handy dandy worksheet, and what that worksheet does is just go through all the 20 tips that I will be sharing in these 2-part videos, plus give you some space that you can fill it out and just do your you just stand out in your market and do much better business at whatever your industry is doing. So please subscribe if this was useful. I am going to be giving so much useful stuff in the future as well, and I plan on providing like these free trainings for you. My plan is to really talk my heart out on the matters that I really feel that small businesses need, because at the end what I'm seeing is everybody wants to sell their service and they are not really helping others, and I'm like, no, I want to help, I really want to help. So this, I cannot go to each and every small business owner and hop on their call and tell them all these steps. So this video, I know that this can be helpful, so subscribe to my channel. I'm also be launching some interviews of some really awesome business owners that I know that those videos, those interviews will be able to help you grow your business. So if you want to like really want to grow your business, that would be my intentions. Like the whole point of those videos will be to provide you some tips and tricks and useful hacks to grow your brand and grow your business in general too. So if you want those want to keep abreast of those videos, subscribe to my channel, and like I will see you in the next video. I have talking too much. Bye.